All right, welcome everybody. This is the Ikigai presentation. I've had to explain this a couple times this last week, so I figured, you know what, just make a video and let's just explain the video. So Ikigai is the path to finding oneself, and it is helping you find your North Star when you're trying to decide on, you know, what kind of business you want to run, what types of businesses you want to run, what really fits who you are and what you do and what you want. And so I'm going to walk through this presentation bit by bit. And the first thing is what makes time disappear? What would you do for free, right? What do you love? What do you really enjoy doing? What energizes you, and what makes you lose track of time? And just follow your joy. It's data, right? So one of these things is going to be the thing that is going to cross over with what you want to do for making money. So the next thing is, what's your superpower? Why do people naturally come to you? What are the talents that you have? Everyone knows you as the go-to person for X. What is X? What is your strength? What is your impact? What is your superpower? And, understanding what this problem really truly is. And the next one is, what problem breaks your heart enough that you want to solve it? Okay, so, this is your, Simon Sinek why. This is the information around that. This is, your mission gives you your life beyond yourself, right? So this is the reason for getting up. And then last but not least here, what creates value for other people? So when you help solve or serve, value flows. You help others, you get rewarded, it comes back, and you do it again. So it's not chasing necessarily money, but creating value for the right people who will pay for it. So what are these things that you can do to create these sort of things? And money is the byproduct of solving valuable problems for real people. And this is really what Ikigai is. So the traditional 4 questions are what you love, what the world needs, what you can be paid for, and what you're good at. And where that intersection happens is that is your purpose. This is your reason for being. Okay, so when these 4 come together, that's really what your true North Star is at that moment. Now, this can change over time. So maybe you want to run this exercise a couple times, in your lifetime, right? Maybe once a year, once every other year. So you can just make sure that you're still headed in the right direction. I run this every 6 months, just my own personal thing. And you can see here that there's other parts of the equation as well. So what you love plus what you're good at is what your passion is, right? What you love plus what the world needs, there's your mission. And then there's your profession and there's your vocation. Everything that touches in the center is kind of what your North Star is. And this kind of helps you figure out what you should do, probably are really, really darn good at, and the world will pay you lots of money for. So this kind of checks all the boxes. Now, once you've are trying to put this together, an easy way nowadays, because of AI, is you can have any LLM, whatever one you like, prompt, and it'll interview you. So the interview prompt is, interview me to discover my Ikigai. 20 questions, 2 questions at a time, so I'm not in overwhelm. And it'll ask you these deep questions that reveal what matters. You just answer as honestly as you can, and it'll connect the dots that you might not see, because that's what AI is really good at. It's really good at seeing the weird patterns behind the patterns. And so you'll get some clarity, some direction, some purpose, and it won't tell you who you are, but it asks pretty good questions, and it'll enlighten you as to, hey, I never thought of that, or I forgot that was part of me. And that's really important. And once you're done this, make it real, make it an artifact. So export it to PDF or XLS. You have the prompt here now. Export it, whichever feels better to extract data from this at a later date. Include the questions, the answers, and the insight. And so put it together, and this makes what's called an artifact. And then you can take that artifact and refer to it later on. So when you're trying to make a decision of, hey, is this new job for me? Is this business option something I should explore further? Something really cool is if you do this with your potential business partners, and then you mishmash the 2 together. Where do we overlap? What are my strengths versus what are my partner or partner's strengths? And it'll show you what you could potentially get working on. So there you go. Today's insight, tomorrow's direction. Capture it, save it, build on it, and make it go from there. This is your personal roadmap to what you should be building and what you should be doing. And if you enjoy this exercise, we have a free business community where you can learn how to grow your business, get more of these AI tools, prompts, and frameworks, and gain some insight strategies and some real world results. So if you want to connect, there is a QR code that you can scan. Push the orange button when you get it. And when you connect with me, I have every single platform I'm on in there. So if you want to connect with me on Instagram, or you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, pick your poison and we can connect on there. And then tell me that you'd like to join the community, and I will send you an invite to our WhatsApp community where we have these types of discussions on a regular basis. Thanks for watching.